This was our first overnight passage together as a family, and the dogs did really well. They were scared at times of all the creaking sounds on the boat. Racky mainly slept down in his berth, and Dawson liked to be by us at all times in the cockpit or salon. We had to motor the entire way from St. Augustine to West Palm Beach, and endured some rolly sideways swell off of Cape Canaveral for hours and hours and hours. After a beautiful sunset, darkness was upon us. We hugged the Florida coast all the way down, which allowed us to have cell reception for our entire trip. Our seas were calm, but the night was dark, which made it very hard to see the water. My biggest fear on my first overnight passage was hitting a large floating object in the water because, frankly, you just couldn't see with the amount of cloud cover just made it really dark. Thankfully, we made it through the night with no issues, and as the sun rose, we could see the shores of Vero Beach. Let me introduce you to Jimmy Buffett. He showed up around 11 a.m. in need of rest and food. He was a true boat snoop professional and made himself right at home. He knew exactly how to fly out of the hatches when he felt unsafe, although he didn't mind us or the dogs getting close to him. I put out water and food to help a fellow seafarer in need. However, I think he was interested in finding bugs and declined my offer. He stayed with us all afternoon, jumping around to various resting places inside our boat. We were honored that he felt safe enough in our presence to let his body rest. As we were pulling into the West Palm Beach Channel, he hopped to the helm with Steve, which he hadn't done before during his 5 hours with us. It was as if he was guiding us into a safe harbor.
Hey, Jimmy.
This is Jimmy Buffett's spirit animal guiding us in the
West Palm Beach Channel. Jimmy is at the helm with Steve, guiding us into the channel. Look at him. As we rounded the corner to proceed down the channel, he gave us a chirp and flew off to land, towards Jimmy Buffett's former house. We didn't see him again. That same day, Steve, a lifelong Jimmy Buffett fan, was reading his autobiography. Spiritual connections with nature often happen out on the sea, and we very much felt Jimmy Buffett's presence in that tiny little bird.